most definitely. And we are going to move on to guests, but I do want to backpedal real quick because you don't only interview guests, you also have these, like your interviews usually go 30, 45, 60 minutes, which is a sweet spot, definitely.
Yeah.
But you also have these shorter, quick bits where it's just you, pretty much giving advice or what have you, whatever you're feeling in that day. I know you prefer guests, but if you feel so strongly about guests, what did your listener take away? What value do those independent shows where it's just you give to the listener, not only listener, but also yourself?
I think for me, it's like using that creativity. So I love meeting people and I love guests, but I also feel like there's some steps to processes that you can do to get to where you want to be, especially in the college setting. And I almost think about it as like there's a curtain and there's a stage. And if you don't know to like lift the curtain and peek back, you're probably not going to. You may not even know that curtain exists. And what I'm trying to do is like basically like jump on the curtain and tackle that thing and take it down so students can really see what's behind the curtain at a college. And so in order to do that, sometimes those things don't come up in interviews with my guests. And that's where I have them, I need to tell them these things, right? So they can navigate spaces better, so they can feel more confident. I think too, a lot of the times, like I have a segment on my show called the College Quickie, kind of a play. It's kind of funny, but one of the things for me is just like small bits of motivation or inspiration. I know for me, quotes really mean a lot to me as I'm reading self-help books and as I'm trying to grow as a human. I also feel like a lot of that resonates with students. And so as I'm growing and learning, if there's something that I feel really, I'm like, ooh, I need to talk about this, that I will do it and do that for a College Quickie. And I'll share a quote from a book that I'm reading. And then I also will kind of talk briefly about how that connects to them as a college student too. And partially another reason why I do that too is it also gives me opportunity to make money off of books and doing kind of that, so I can kind of link a book that I'm reading in the show notes. It's a book that I really like. That's right. Like I'm sharing a quote about it. And then I am linking it to either Bookshop or Amazon. I really haven't gotten a lot of traction with Amazon, so I haven't done that. But with Bookshop, I've actually been linking that piece and have made a little bit of extra money through that. So that's something too, that if you're thinking about monetizing your podcast, something kind of small that you can start with. But that was kind of why I started doing that. And it's also just like a short 5-minute segment. So maybe you don't have a ton of time, but you can kind of get a little bit of something that will help kind of motivate you for the day.
Oh, I love this debate, the solo show versus a guest heavy show. But that's the end of the clip. You can debate that in the comments down below. I don't usually do cheap plugs for comments, but yeah, cheap plug for comments. Shout out to the comment section. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Check out Alicia's page, her website, her services, et cetera, my page, my website, my services, et cetera. Short clip, short plugs. See you next time. Good luck.